Hey guys, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. This is Miss Jaydee for another episode of our daily stock market insights. And in this video, I'm going to discuss the requested stocks and the most active stocks we had for today. Okay, so if this is the first time you're watching my video, please feel free to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're always updated whenever I have new videos. Okay, so we have some comments here. Dilma-san wanted to ask any midterm to long-term view po. Okay, so we'll prioritize that. Thanks, Miss JD. Grateful if you can check GTCAP and Cebu Pacific. Thank you, Miss JD, for the valuable insights. There you go. So let's first talk about the index, then Annie, GTCAP, and Cebu Pacific. Then we go check out the other active stocks we also had for today. Right, so let me just launch our. Okay, so we have here our index. So we had a slight dip today, ending the day at a negative 0.36%. And right away, I can see here that in the short term, technically, we are already slowly showing some uptrend pattern or trend line here, right? As you can see right there, this is the channel that our index is respecting. So it has already went above the MA20 line and it retested the MA20, and chances are it will still retest that because we are still anyway respecting this channel over here. So support could still be around 6,668 level, and so far I think that intraday tomorrow we could have a somewhat volatility experience to be experienced touching the MA20 line, and let's see if it'll bounce this time to the upside. Okay, so just mark this level over here. So this is the channel that our index is respecting. Okay, so let's talk about Annie. Annie, overall, I would have to say this is currently moving in this uh, range. Okay, so far it is still moving in sideways. I don't see it jumping in price any moment from now. The reason for saying that is because the volume is so low. You still have some foreign selling that is happening right here. But if you're, let's say, a long term investor for Annie, at any time it touches the 443 level, that would be your opportunity to start accumulating because at this point it is still doing sideways. Normally, this is how the chart would move. Let's say it goes up, it experiences um, difficulty breaking the resistance, goes sideways first, and if really there isn't much volume, chances are it will go down. In the same manner, you will also have something like this. It goes down now, then sideways, and then recovers. The best trigger here, the best um hint that you can take is the moment your volume starts to increase as the price goes higher and higher, then that will be your sign that we could be changing the direction soon, because at this point this is overall within sideways movement. Just watch out over here the moment the volume picks up, and you have some nice solid green candlestick, that would be your sign. And the nearer you are to the 446 level, the better. Next is GTCAP. GTCAP, I would have to say, okay, let me just remove the drawings. This is still on a downward movement, okay? This is still on a downtrend. Okay, there's a bearish sentiment so far. This is your resistance, creating lower highs each time. When it recovers, it pumps. The moment it pumps again, it's much lower than the previous one. So at this point, I would have to say This area over here, let's try to do a weekly so that we can really understand the overall direction of this stock. This is still on a bearish movement, and chances are we could be dropping to as low as 473 level over here. This is your, or 471, because on a weekly chart, I see a price level touching this area, and since we're still on a bearish sentiment overall, then chances are we could be hitting those price areas or price level. Um, I don't know, maybe within the week. Okay, so if you want to start investing, let's say you're interested in this stock, just wait for a little while. Hold on to your buying power because I feel that you can still get this at a cheaper level. Okay, so if you go back to your daily chart, just watch out for it. Okay, so I still hold on to that price level at this point. We're moving below the MA20 line, so there's still that bearish sentiment. Our Cebu Pacific, Cebu Pacific is also still on a downtrend, but there is a support very near the area where it is at right now. And this is right over here, somewhere around the 43.62. It could be a little higher or lower, but definitely that's the area. It'll most likely challenge that. And the moment it touches that level, go ahead and check your RSI. See if this time around it is giving you a much higher point, meaning this one, like this one. Actually, it's already giving you that, but what we want to wait further is, the moment it touches the same price level, because right now the price level is still much higher. Now let it touch the 43.62 and see if you have the same pattern over here, well, whereby the price, it's the same level, but your RSI is much higher here. Okay, so let's check out the other stocks. Sort this. Okay, RASLAG, ASLAG. Okay, today is the IPO, right? So, if I can remember it right, the offer price for this, the IPO price was around 2 pesos, but when it opened today, it went as high as 2.47, but it went all the way down. Okay, so at this point, our hopefully those people who may have already entered, they're already profitable. But for this, it's just 1 day worth of data. I would have to say, still observe the market movement for ASLAG in the next few days, because this is still trying to find its support. We don't know if there will be continuation moving downwards, or there will be a positive reaction instantly, given that it has dropped. It did a gap up technically, and now it went to its very close to its offer price, the IPO price. That's why it's still mentioned here, 2.5% gain. Okay, so now I'm not saying there isn't any opportunity here, but my take here is, if you still would like to participate in ASLAG tomorrow, make sure you use a faster time frame, because it is going to be very, very volatile in the next few days, because it is still going to find its support level. It will find its true value. Market will dictate that. So that is normally how it is. But if you're on the safer side, and by the way, guys, whatever I say here, uh, of course, I am more of a mid to long term investor. So chances are most of the things I say here would have that kind of bias. Okay, so if you still have that patience to wait, try to wait for a little while. Let the intraday traders do their thing for now. Unless you are an intraday trader, then chances are, from a daily time frame, you zoom in a little more or further to a faster time frame, and then watch the market from there. Okay, Converge is next. Converge is still on a downtrend, still heavy red. Looks like it will indeed really challenge this 22 level over here. Slightly higher or lower is fine. So around 22.40, chances are it will retest that. And the moment it touches that area, same thing. check your RSI. See if the moment it touches, it creates a double bottom, your RSI is starting to move higher. So that's your basis. And from there, that's what we call bullish divergence. The next thing you need to watch out for, if you have a confirmed bullish divergence, watch out for this green candlestick to come up. This one. Even better, that if you have that green candlestick, your volume is also above the average, because chances are there will be a continuation. That's the sign that you are now reversing, changing the direction to the upside. The next stock is SMPH. Really nice move for SMPH. But look, there are several ways to look at this. First of all, if I'm to look at it, you have a resistance very near the area where we are at. This used to be I think that's a 52-week high. We had a gap up today. So, konti na lang, guys. But if the volume continues to climb like this one, it's really nice that the volume is climbing up. But what we want to see is as we move higher and higher, the volume is also moving up. At the same time, your RSI is also moving up. So the same is true with a double top. There's a double bottom and a double top. The moment it touches the same data point here, but your RSI is declining. So for example, this one. This is your first point. Okay, so try to observe this. This one, and it's declining. See that? But this, let us say it touches this area, but your RSI is declining. The message there in layman's term is that the momentum is starting to die down. People feel that this is a resistance, therefore it's starting to become expensive, and the you know participation on the buying side is starting to reduce. So that's one thing you need to observe as well, because at this point it's somehow manifesting, but interestingly the volume is still moving higher and higher. So really find out probably tomorrow if you have another gap up, because we had a gap up today. Let's see if it manages to cross above the 40 or 39.89 level, then chances are we could be breaking out of this resistance level pretty soon. Let's find out if that is going to happen within the week. Okay, so that's for SMPH. AC, oh, AC is still on a decline. Tingnan ito, still downtrend. But this one is trying to challenge the support area. The nearest support is 651. Now, like what I mentioned earlier, observe after you find out that it's now creating a double bottom, check your RSI. See if you are experiencing bullish divergence. At this point, it's already creating that kind of pattern. But mind you, guys, you or a stock can stay in an extended bullish divergence pattern, meaning you have already created a double bottom, and then you have this, probably there's a sideways in the next few days, and you have this. So some stocks would even have that kind of view for months. So it's your call. So my best advice here, and again, because I have that kind of bias, look at it, look at AC for mid to long term investing. Anyway, we're at a very cheap level. Imagine how much it has dropped already. You are at an area really fit for long-term investing. This is already, support areas. Unless the bearish sentiment is really, really high, that it would even challenge the 461. So just in case that happens, then this is a solid company. At any time it drops, just add more. So add the amount you're willing to, you are willing to take, and let it sleep there for an extended period of time. Otherwise, if you feel that it might take a long time for this to recover, look for other stocks that you might consider engaging in, so that, and I mean if those other stocks are going to give you much faster return on your investment, go ahead and do that. But AC for now, I would say it is potentially going to challenge 651. And if it breaks down further, the lowest point could reach as low as 440. That's the support, lowest support I can see at the moment. Okay, so far those are the stocks I have reviewed for you. Feel free to drop a comment. Let me know if there are other stocks you'd like me to check out so that I can prioritize that in my next review tomorrow. In the meantime, thank you guys for watching, and bye bye.